Unit No. 01. Lecture No. 05. Factors leading to the creation of Pakistan. Subject: Pakistan Studies. B.S. Zoology. First semester. Lubna Mehboob. Librarian, MLISC. Government Girls Degree College KTS, Haripur. Factors leading to the creation of Pakistan. Chapter: Introduction to Pakistan. Level: BS students. Contents: 1. Introduction to Pakistan. 2. Historical background. 3. Decline of Muslim rule. 4. Socio-political factors. 5. Economic factors. 6. Demographic factors. 7. Role of British rule. 8. Emergence of Muslim League. 9.2. Nation theory. 10. World War II and final phase. 11. Conclusion. 12. References and recommended books. Part 1. Introduction to Pakistan. Overview of Pakistan. 1. Geographical diversity. Pakistan's diverse landscapes, from the Karakoram Mountains to the Arabian Sea. 1. Historical significance. Pakistan's role in the Indian subcontinent's history and the independence movement. 2. Demographic composition. Pakistan's multi-ethnic population and its cultural heritage. Part 2. Historical background. 1. Partition of British India. Culmination of the Indian independence movement and the demand for a separate Muslim state. 2. Religious and cultural differences. Distinct identity and aspirations of the Muslim population in the Indian subcontinent. 3. Political tensions. Conflicting visions for the future governance of a united India. Historical background. The creation of Pakistan in 1947 was the result of a long political, religious, and cultural struggle of the Muslims of the Indian subcontinent to preserve their identity and protect their rights under British rule. Significance for BS students. 1. Historical context. Provides background on the creation and importance of Pakistan for BS students. 2. Geopolitical importance. Examines Pakistan's strategic location and influence in the region. 3. Cultural diversity. Highlights Pakistan's rich cultural heritage relevant to BS curriculum. Part 3. Decline of Muslim rule. The fall of the Mughal Empire in the 18th century weakened Muslim dominance. The British East India Company took over after the battles of Plassey, 1757, and Buxar, 1764, displacing Muslims from political and administrative power. Part 4. Socio-political factors. 1. Nationalism and self-determination. 1. Desire for self-governance. Muslim League's demand for a separate Muslim state. 2. Dissatisfaction with British rule. Perceived lack of political representation and rights. 3. Influence of nationalist movements. Inspiration from other independence movements worldwide. 2. Hindu revivalism. Movements like Arya Samaj, Shuddhi, and Band Mataram fostered Hindu nationalism and aimed to reconvert Muslims to Hinduism, increasing communal tensions. 3. Religious differences. 1. Conflicting religious ideologies. Divergent religious beliefs and practices between Hindus and Muslims led to growing tensions. 2. Demand for separate Muslim state. The two-nation theory advocated for a separate Muslim majority state to protect Islamic identity. 3. Communal riots and violence. Widespread communal riots and violence between Hindus and Muslims escalated the demand for partition. 4. Demand for separate Muslim state. Communal divide. Growing political and social divide between Hindus and Muslims. Nationalist movement. Rise of Muslim nationalism and demand for self-governance. Two-nation theory. Belief that Hindus and Muslims were distinct nations requiring separate states. Part 5. Economic factors. 1. Unequal economic development. 1. Disparity in industrialization. Uneven distribution of industrial development between East and West Pakistan. 2. Wealth concentration. Disproportionate wealth and resources controlled by a small elite class. 3. Fiscal imbalance. Unequal allocation of government spending and taxation policies. Two. Disparity in resource allocation. 1. Unequal distribution of wealth. Disproportionate allocation of resources and economic opportunities between East and West Pakistan. 2. Lack of industrialization in East Pakistan. Majority of industries and economic development concentrated in the West, leading to economic imbalance. 3. Skewed tax policies. Taxation policies favored West Pakistan, depriving East Pakistan of its fair share of resources. 3. Desire for economic autonomy. 1. Unequal economic development. Uneven distribution of resources and economic opportunities between East and West Pakistan. 2. Demand for fair share of resources. Desire for equitable access to trade, industry, and government jobs. 3. Aspiration for economic self-governance. Motivation to control economic policies and resources for the benefit of the Muslim-majority population. Part 6. Demographic factors. 1. Population distribution. 1. Uneven population spread. Concentration of Muslim population in the eastern and northwestern regions of the Indian subcontinent. 2. Majority-minority divide. Significant disparity in the population distribution between Muslims and Hindus across the subcontinent. 3. Geographical clustering. Muslim-majority areas in the east and northwest formed contiguous regions, facilitating the creation of a separate state. 2. Migration patterns. 1. Increased Muslim population. Influx of Muslim migrants from India to the proposed Pakistan region. 2. Demographic shifts. Changing religious demographics due to migration patterns. 3. Uneven population distribution. Uneven distribution of Muslim and non-Muslim populations across the proposed regions. 3. Ethnic diversity. 1. Diverse ethnic composition. Distinct ethnic groups with unique cultures and languages coexisted in the region. 2. Uneven population distribution. Uneven distribution of ethnic groups across the proposed partition territories. Three. Ethnic diversity. 1. Diverse ethnic composition. Distinct ethnic groups with unique cultures and languages coexisted in the region. 2. Uneven population distribution. Uneven distribution of ethnic groups across the proposed partition territories. 3. Competing nationalist movements. Emergence of competing nationalist movements representing different ethnic and religious identities. Part 7. Role of British rule. 1. Colonial policies. 1. Divide and rule. Policies that exacerbated religious and ethnic tensions. 2. Unequal representation. Disproportionate political power given to the minority. 3. Economic exploitation. Policies that favored British interests over local development. 2. Divide and rule strategy. 1. Weakened Indian unity. The British employed a policy of divide and rule to weaken the Indian nationalist movement. 2. Communal tensions. The British exploited existing religious and communal differences to prevent a united front against their rule. 3. Preferential treatment. The British provided preferential treatment to certain groups, further exacerbating divisions within Indian society. 3. Communal electorates. 1. Separate electorates. The British introduced separate electorates for Hindus and Muslims, leading to increased communal divisions. 2. Political representation. Communal electorates ensured Muslims had guaranteed political representation, but also reinforced religious differences. 3. Divide and rule policy. The British policy of divide and rule exacerbated tensions between Hindus and Muslims, contributing to the demand for Pakistan. 4. British policies. Following the War of Independence, 1857, Muslims were blamed and discriminated against. The introduction of Western education and English language isolated Muslims further, widening their educational and economic gap. Part 8. Emergence of Muslim League. 1. Political mobilization. 1. Establishment of Muslim League. Formed in 1906 to represent Muslim political interests. Part 8. Emergence of Muslim League. 1. Political mobilization. 1. Establishment of Muslim League. Formed in 1906 to represent Muslim political interests. 2. Demand for separate electorate. secured separate electorates for Muslims in 1909. 3. Allama Iqbal's vision proposed the idea of a separate Muslim state in 1930. 2. Jinnah's leadership. 1. Mobilized Muslims. Jinnah's charismatic leadership united the Muslim community. 2. Demand for separate state. Jinnah's advocacy for a separate Muslim state gained momentum. 3. Political negotiations. Jinnah's negotiations with the British government advanced the cause of Pakistan. 3. Role of Sir Syed Ahmad Khan. Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, 1817 to 1898, played a key role in Muslim awakening through the Aligarh movement. He promoted modern education, loyalty to the British for Muslim progress, and discouraged joining the Indian National Congress. He was the first to emphasize that Hindus and Muslims were distinct nations, forming the basis of the two-nation theory. 4. Emergence of Muslim political consciousness. The formation of the All India Muslim League, 1906, marked the political awakening of Muslims. Events such as the Partition of Bengal, 1905, Lucknow Pact, 1916, and Khilafat movement, 1919 to 1924, deepened Muslim political awareness. Part 9. Two-nation theory. 1. Distinct identities. Muslims and Hindus viewed as separate nations with distinct cultural, political, and religious identities. 2. Demand for self-governance. Muslim leagues demand for a separate Muslim state to protect Muslim interests. 3. Communal tensions. Increasing communal tensions and conflicts between the Muslim and Hindu communities. 1. Two-nation theory. The ideological foundation of Pakistan, the two-nation theory stated that Muslims and Hindus are two separate nations, differing in religion, social customs, and values. Muslims needed a separate homeland to live according to Islamic principles. Two. Role of Allama Iqbal and Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Allama Iqbal's Allahabad Address, 1930, envisioned a separate Muslim state in northwest India. Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah, through his leadership of the Muslim League, demanded Muslim rights and independence, summarized in his 14 points, 1929, and later in the Lahore Resolution, 1940. 3. British and Congress attitudes. The British favored a united India for administrative ease, while the Congress demanded majority rule, ignoring Muslim concerns. Muslims realized they would remain a permanent minority in a united India. 4. Lahore Resolution, 1940. Adopted on March 23, 1940 in Lahore, the resolution demanded independent states in Muslim-majority areas. It laid the foundation for the creation of Pakistan. Part 10. World War II and Final Phase. 10. World War II and Final Phase. World War II weakened British control. The Congress ministries, 1937 to 1939, displayed Hindu bias, proving that Muslim interests were insecure under Congress rule. The 1946 elections confirmed Muslim unity under the Muslim League, leading to Pakistan's creation on August 14, 1947. Part 11. 11. Conclusion. The creation of Pakistan was the culmination of political, religious, cultural, and economic factors. Muslims sought a homeland to live freely according to Islamic principles and safeguard their identity, a struggle realized under the leadership of Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Part 12. References/recommended books. Ikram Rabbani, Pakistan Studies, Caravan Book House, Lahore. M. Ikram Rabbani and M. Shabir, Pakistan Affairs, Jahangir Book Depot. K. Ali, A New History of Indo-Pakistan, Nafs Academy, Karachi. I.H. Qureshi, The Struggle for Pakistan, Karachi University Press. S. M. Burke and Lawrence Ziring, Pakistan's Foreign Policy, An Historical Analysis, Oxford University Press. Dr. Safdar Mahmood, Pakistan, Political Roots and Development, 1947 to 1999, Oxford University Press. Unit No. 01. Lecture No. 05. Factors leading. Thank you. Unit No. 01. Lecture No. 05. Factors leading to the creation of Pakistan. Subject, Pakistan Studies. B.S. Zoology. First semester. Lubna Mehboob. Librarian, MLISC. Government Girls Degree College KTS, Haripur. Factors leading to the creation of Pakistan. Chapter, Introduction to Pakistan. Level, BS students. Contents. 1. Introduction to Pakistan.
There was once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. And damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great. I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date. You're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight. Don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase. So catch me if I